Hello guys, and welcome to this new channel that I'm creating. Sound a little bit too formal, don't I? I'm calling this Multiplex Project V2. Bit of a homage to a YouTube channel that I wasn't the runner of it, but my mates from 10 years ago, Lewis, Connor and me, we've kind of like starred on this small run channel. And I just thought, you know what, I'll make some YouTube videos, and maybe in 10 years time I'll come back and I'll think, wow, look at me 10 years ago doing that. You kind of look at these channels and you think, at the time you probably think, oh, I need to delete that, it's so cringy, but you look back on it and then you start thinking, I wish I'd done more, or I wish I hadn't deleted, because I made a lot of videos, 10 years ago. There are times when life was a lot simpler, when we were just kids playing Call of Duty. And I deleted a lot of them just because, you see them and then you think, wow, I need to delete this. This is a bit too cringy. You don't want somebody at school picking it up and making fun of you out of it. So you kind of start thinking, oh, I better delete these. They're not really quite very good videos. I will say that there's obviously one key fact of this is that I'm not recording through a capture card or through a computer or anything like that. And I'll be honest, well, for one, I don't have a capture card, obviously, but I probably could find and afford ways now to actually record this properly and get a nice quality YouTube video out of it. But again, it's kind of that homage back to 10 years ago, 11 years ago, when we couldn't afford capture cards, and the best way of capturing a video back then was to just get some shit, prop your phone up on it, and just start videoing and then upload it. So I'm not going to edit it, I'm not going to put any intros, outros, cuts or anything. Again, it's probably something that now I have access to these things, but back then, you worked with what you had, and I guess that's what I'm going to do on this. I'm obviously not going to be watching these videos back. I'm not very composed. More of just one of those on a whim. I was watching the old channel and I was looking at what we were doing back then, and you just obviously you do cringe at yourself because you're like, oh wow, bloody hell, what were we saying? What were we thinking? Like by making these channels, we thought, there's always these grand ideas of like becoming a big YouTuber and making lots of money and having a big fan base, and thinking that it'll go somewhere really big if you were just able to stick with it. Obviously, you think back now and you think, well, who's actually going to watch these videos really? Like, not many people stumbled upon it, and you'd have to like do a lot of word of mouth, and we were trying to get people to watch the videos, and I think it was about fame and money. But this time around, my goal is to just make some YouTube videos. There we go, I've already died on here. We'll keep going. Make some YouTube videos on some old Xbox 360 games. Might hit up the online a bit, do some online, maybe some Minecraft, and hopefully I don't do the same thing I did 10 years ago. Hey, that's me. I didn't do the same thing I did 10 years ago and make a bunch of empty promises. So we'll try and stick to these promises, but we'll never know what will come out of the channel. I'm not looking for any form of fame, audience. I'm definitely not looking for any money because I know how difficult it is. I guess let's get into the topic of this video. is that I'm trying to get the achievement. Let me show. I'm trying to get this, not that one, this Perkaholics Anonymous challenge done. This is my last achievement out of all of World at War. I've been working really hard to get all these achievements, and this is the last one. And I've got to say, guys, bloody hell, is it a stinker? This one is a stinker. It's not easy. I guess it's like, the thing is, I'm not very good at this map for a start, and I could be, getting more. I could definitely be doing more point efforts, getting more points. Oh, that's good. Getting more points out of the zombies and not spamming my pistol into them. But I'm not very, like, on Nact. I'm pretty good on Nact. I can get, high rounds on Nact. I think I'll do another high round on Nact, but film it. And get to about round 30 on there solo. But it's like the mechanics of how they improved the Reese over the Nact. I've just wasted that, haven't I? They improved it over Nact in that they made the zombies actually scale above, I think it was 24 zombies on Nact, where you get the scaling. So, and there are some training spots, and I do prefer to train in this little starting area. I think I'd open that door there, keep out and shut, and I would train around here. Just gotta watch your back here, train around here, bring them down here if you can. Then you can go up here, shoot them a little bit, jump off. You can probably circle around here, then go up those stairs, and then jump off and just keep the loop going. But I found out from trying to play this that Jug is one of the main reasons why I'm very much able to do that train, because you get swiped a few times, and you get swiped a couple of times and you die, and I'm like, I can't make it to round 20 all no perks and being somewhere that's risky. So my idea is, and I'm not even quite sure if it's a good idea, I'm not googling the best way to do this, I'm just kind of freeballing it, but I'm thinking if I sit on the catwalk with good enough weapons, I'm going to ignore that, with good enough weapons I should be able to squeak out around 20. I got a run a few days ago where I've got up to round 16, and I was feeling really confident. I was like, I've got this in the bag. But then, the ray gun just did not serve me right. I went for the ray gun instead of the Wunderwaffe, and I really made a mistake. Sorry guys, I've just had my lunch, so I'm getting a little bit gassy. But yeah, I made a real mistake there, because the ray gun does not kill. It's like, I'm guessing if you played this map or this zombies, you'll shoot the zombie here, but the zombie behind that zombie, it's like what doesn't want to die. So I'm just like, I need something that'll kill the whole string. So I don't know why I didn't take the Wunderwaffe, but obviously I've always got that fear if I shock myself, then I'm pretty much playing a one-hit zombies challenge. And obviously if you have Jug, it's even worse, because then you just lose your Jug. But I don't know if I want to be able to take that one hit, but at the same time, if I just don't shock myself, so it's like a skill issue, isn't it? It's a bit of a skill issue. I'm just not looking to shock myself. But it's better than the ray gun, because with the ray gun, you end up just dying anyway, because you can't consistently keep trying to shoot them when the one in front of you just keeps getting you. So what I'll do, I'll get out of here, because I stayed here last time, didn't I? I died, so I'll come through it. I don't know why I'm doing this route. I'm just doing this because this is what I usually do. I think we all have our own methods, our own madness to this, and how we would play this through. So that is not what I wanted. That is like the last thing I wanted to get out of the box. We all have our own methods, but I think if I'm just lucky enough, I believe I need a PPSH, because again, it's like sleight of hand would carry me right through. Like, I'd be able to just take a Browning MG42 and just revolve on those two and just sleight of hand whenever I needed to reload. But without any perks, it turns this map into a really difficult map. Like, you don't realise until you have to stop using the perks how much you kind of like rely on the perks to get you through. This is... I don't want to commit a sin by grabbing that nuke, but I might go down. I've not even turned on the power. Okay, that carpenter is not going to help me. Hello there, friend. I'm just going to have to activate focus mode a little bit here. That insta-kill would actually be really useful. Let's see if I can grab... Oh, shit. No, please no, please. Oh. But this is some of the fun that I'm just looking to have on this channel, is just some of the classic days of just setting up a camera, making a video. What are we up to now? 11 minutes already. It really flies, doesn't it? We'll see how long I can go here. I might have to cut this up a little bit. I might cut that no, I can't cut the first bit out. I can't cut anything out, guys. I just realised I can't really cut anything out. But this might be there might be some long videos on here. To be honest, like, oh god, this is not good. I think I'm dead. Oh wow. I should not be alive right now. There's going to be some long videos. I am not one to ever make a short appearance, I will say. Okay. Oh, wow. Yep, okay. I think I'll call it for this one. And I'll come back and I'll try again another time, because I think I'm gonna have to start up a new one, otherwise this is just gonna get really long. But we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna just keep making parts of this challenge until I get it. And I'm not very good at this map, so we'll see how long it takes for me to get this. But I'm gonna just do a classic old sign out from the old days of the Multiplex project. So go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe. And I don't mean actually smash it with a hammer or something. You know. So yeah, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.